All right, what's up, guys? So, there are what I would call a lot of tricks that the modern day apostate gay church is trying to use on people and on Christians. Now, I'm going to expose one of them, and it's from a call that I made, my video to the gay church. And one thing that they will try to do, or he tried to do, is say that Second Timothy chapter 3, when it says people will have unnatural affections, they will be without natural affection. Well, one thing that he tried to say is that Second Timothy chapter 3, talking about the last days, is just talking about pedophilia. And I'm going to show you how to prove that absolutely wrong. So we go here to Second Timothy chapter 3, and it says this. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Now here it is. Without natural affection. And that is what they say. The gentleman tried to say that that's only talking about pedophilia without natural affection. So he says the unnatural affection that people will have in the last days, this is only talking about pedophilia. Now I'm going to show you how to completely demolish that. And what you do is go to Romans chapter 1, and it gives you a different definition of what is natural affection and what is unnatural affection. You define the Bible with the Bible, starting at verse 25, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. The word natural and nature are synonymous. They are one and the same. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly. So we see a definition of what is the natural use between a man and a woman, and what is the unnatural use, which is a man with the man. You see that? So you can get the definition right here in Romans chapter 1 of what is natural and what is unnatural affections. Not just like they try to say, pedophilia, but it's also this, homosexuality. That's unnatural, described in Romans chapter 1. So what you do is go back to 2 Timothy 3 and say, well, no, this symptom that people have in the last days, because 2 Timothy 3 says, in the last days, perilous times shall come, this symptom of unnatural affection without natural affection can be defined in Romans chapter 1 as homosexuality. Now, another reason that I'm bringing this up is because one of their strategies that they try to do is they say, well, Romans chapter 1, condemning homosexuality, is only talking about temple prostitutes 2,000 years ago. So that's basically what they're saying, is that these unnatural affections in Romans chapter 1 only count for the temple prostitutes 2,000 years ago. It's kind of like hyper-dispensationalism, and it's totally ridiculous. But you could even get around that by taking them to 2 Timothy chapter 3, and it says, in the last days perilous times shall come. So they can't say, oh, well, 2 Timothy 3 is only talking about something 2,000 years ago. They have to secede and say, oh, yeah, okay, 2 Timothy chapter 3 is talking about the last days, so it's talking about now. It applies for now. And then you show them what it says, which is that there will be people without natural affection. And to define what is natural and unnatural affection, you just go to Romans chapter 1. You say, well, see, even if you want to say Romans chapter 1 is only 2,000 years ago, it still gives us a definition of what is natural and unnatural affection. And to me, it's kind of ridiculous to have to explain these things to people because I think they already know. In fact, Romans chapter 1 tells me that they know in their hearts, they just choose to block it out because they're actually worshiping creation, the creature, more than God. And even it talks about in the last days, men will be lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. And that's kind of what this is. They're just following their lusts and their own heart. They don't want to be obedient, and that's it,